What if Captain America became the greatest villain in Marvel history? Not because he was brainwashed, not because he was replaced, but because he truly believed he was doing the right thing. In 2017, Marvel shocked fans by turning Steve Rogers into the leader of Hydra and putting him in control of the United States. It was one of the most controversial comic events ever published. Some readers hated it. Others thought it was one of Marvel's boldest stories. Today, we're breaking down the entire Secret Empire storyline, how Captain America became Hydra's greatest weapon, and how Earth's mightiest heroes fought to save the Marvel Universe. If you enjoy comic stories explained, be sure to subscribe to New Legacy Comics. Let's get started.
This is my legacy.
The story actually begins long before Secret Empire. Steve Rogers had lost the super soldier serum and rapidly aged into an old man. Unable to continue as Captain America, he passed the shield to Sam Wilson. Later, Steve regained his youth through the sentient cosmic cube known as Kobik. But there was one massive problem. Kobik had been manipulated by the Red Skull. Instead of simply restoring Steve's body, she unknowingly rewrote his entire history. In this new reality, Steve Rogers had always been loyal to Hydra. His childhood memories, his beliefs, his loyalty. Everything had changed. To Steve, Hydra wasn't evil. Hydra represented order, discipline, peace through absolute control. This wasn't a fake Captain America. This wasn't a clone. This was the real Steve Rogers. Only his entire past had been rewritten. That twist alone sent shockwaves through the comic community. Steve didn't reveal his true intentions immediately. He positioned himself as a superhero. He earned everyone's trust. He manipulated allies. He eliminated threats before anyone realized what was happening. Then the perfect opportunity arrived. A massive invasion threatened Earth, one that Steve himself was behind. While the heroes focused on defending the planet, Steve made his move. By using a massive planetary shield and careful planning, he trapped many of Earth's strongest heroes outside the planet. Others became trapped inside the Dark Force dome surrounding Manhattan. Communication collapsed. Governments panicked. Within hours, Hydra had seized control of government. Captain America stood before the world and declared a new empire had begun. Hydra quickly transformed the United States into a police state. Citizens who resisted disappeared. Mutants were hunted. Inhumans became prisoners. Heroes became fugitives. Captain America wasn't acting like other supervillains in this role. He genuinely believed he was creating a better world. That's what made him so dangerous. Steve thought freedom created chaos. Hydra created stability. He was finally fixing everything he felt was wrong in the world. Not everyone accepted Hydra's rule. Across the country, heroes began organizing resistance movements. Black Widow trained a group of younger heroes: Miles Morales, Ms. Marvel, Nova, Viv Vision, champions who had grown up believing Captain America represented hope. Now they had to stop him. Meanwhile, underground resistance cells fought Hydra forces whenever they could. The heroes were outnumbered, resources were limited, trust was almost impossible, because no one knew who might be an undercover Hydra agent. As Hydra tightened its grip, the heroes searched for one last chance. They believed the real Steve Rogers still existed somewhere. Since Kobik had rewritten reality, perhaps she could restore it. Finding her became their highest priority. But Hydra wanted Kobik too, because whoever controlled the cosmic cube could literally reshape reality itself. Eventually, every surviving hero united for one final assault. Explosions erupted across Washington. Heroes battled Hydra soldiers in the streets. The Avengers reunited. Champions joined the fight. Magic users, mutants, cosmic heroes. Everyone had one goal: stop Captain America. But Steve refused to surrender. He believed history would remember him as the man who finally brought peace. Then Kobik made her decision. Using fragments of the cosmic cube, she restored the original Steve Rogers. The true Captain America returned. The two opposing versions of Captain America faced off. Hydra Steve represented control through fear. The real Steve represented hope, freedom, and the belief that people deserve the right to choose their own future. The original Cap was victorious. Hydra's empire collapsed. America was finally free. Secret Empire remains one of Marvel's most debated events. Many readers dislike seeing Captain America associated with Hydra, even temporarily. Others felt Marvel had gone too far by changing such an iconic hero. But supporters argue the story was never about saying Captain America was secretly evil. It was about showing what happens when symbols are corrupted. Steve Rogers has always represented hope. Secret Empire explored what the world would look like if that symbol was twisted into something frightening. Whether you loved it or hated it, people are still talking about Secret Empire nearly a decade later. Very few comic events can say the same. Secret Empire asked a difficult question. What happens when the world's greatest hero becomes the face of tyranny? The answer wasn't simply another superhero fight. It became a story about trust, propaganda, power, resistance, and why symbols matter. Captain America wasn't defined by the shield. He was defined by the ideals behind it. When those ideals disappeared, the Marvel Universe nearly fell with them. So what do you think? Was Secret Empire one of Marvel's most underrated events? Or did Marvel go too far with Hydra Captain America? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to New Legacy Comics, and turn on notifications for more complete comic story explanations. If you want to own these comics or any others we talk about here on the channel, search for them at mycomicshop.com using the link in the pinned comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.